Well, I bet most people don't know what our country is made up of. And sure, it's made up of some idiots and some nice people or whatever. But the whole economy is made up of two sections. So look at this graph here. There's two portions of our economy. One is capitalism, and that's the yellowish part on the right side, and that's 60% of everything in our economy, and that's what Google is. Now, on the other side is what I call the community society, and this is where we help each other because we live together and neighbors, and we have firemen to come out and put our house out, get rid of our fire, and they don't even ask for your credit card and stuff like where we help each other. And there's thousands of programs now we set up over the years to do that, and that's about 40%. So the problem is that people can't find where that 40% is. They know where the capitalism society is, but you have to have money to be to use the capitalism. A lot of help in the capitalism society, but it all costs you money. That's what Google has. So what I do is try to show you the other part, the 40% that you get for free. And there's so many people living with very little to no money. They got to know about this stuff, and this is what I show people. And this is about a half our country needs this community society. And how do you find it? Well, there's easy ways, but you won't find it in Google. One place is go to this website if you want to know the basic programs. Okay, so you're interested in cost of living, or you may be thrown out of your house, or food stamps as they call them, or SNAP. Okay, all that is a nice place for that. It's called singlemotherguide.com, and that's not for mothers, for anybody. It shows you about the program. But so nice about it, it gives you every state and all these basic programs. And there's about 10 or so in every state, so you could find out where they are, the application, one place for all the applications. If you go to Google trying to find this, you'll never find it. You go to this one program website. It's a .com. Now that's unusual, but there are unusual exceptions to the rule, because most .coms want your money. This one doesn't for this information. So you go in and put your state, and the income requirements really, it depends on the program. For cash for living, I mean, that income is probably about $25,000, $30,000 for food, SNAP program. That's probably up to about $50,000 or so, and every state is different. And what's nice about this thing, it shows you that what's available for every state. Like here's a state for money, how much cash assistance. Well, California gives you $1,000 a month. Connecticut gives you $800 a month. That's extra money. Or for food. There's some states that give you $1,500 for food. Other states give you $1,300 or $700. It depends on the family size and stuff like that. But what's nice about this website, all the sources of applications are there. But that's just a piece. That's a small piece. The problem is people will see those low incomes and think all government grants, you can't make over $50,000. No. That's absolutely wrong. 90% of the free money that the government gives out even has no income requirements. You want to start a business or anything like that, no income requirements. And there are even programs that you have lousy credit requirements. They lend you money to start a business. But the grant money to start a business has no income requirements at all. So don't worry about you paying too much money or you making too much money. That's not real. I put a listing of a sample of the other programs that you could make up $100,000 or more, even for living expenses like daycare money and stuff like that. Man, that income goes up to $150,000 or more. That's right, to pay for childcare. So whatever you have in your mind that you think the government money is true, it's true maybe in one program, but not everywhere. And you have to look everywhere. Now here's a couple of programs to give you a sense of what it is. Okay. How about you get a $400 a month grant if you're make up to $100,000. Now, this is what I'm doing in Washington. They're giving you, because rent's going up. This is Washington State. Rents are going up so much. They're giving people making up to $100,000 an extra $400 a month to pay your monthly rent. Wow, I mean, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Here, $50,000 grant for a down payment if you make up to $150,000. So you're making up to $150,000. They'll give you $50,000 to make a down payment. Oh, here, Harvard is now giving you free tuition, and your income could be up to $200,000. Man. That's why whatever you think is crazy. Well, here, actually, Biden put in a new program. You could get a grant for $40,000 to fix up your home and make it more energy efficient. And there's no income requirement. So you could be a millionaire. And millionaires are applying to that. Actually, more millionaires are getting this than poor people because they know about the program. So that's what you have. Or here's a $25,000 down payment for home buyers with incomes up to $101,000. See, that's it. How about getting a $250,000 forgivable loan? No income requirement. You know, they want you to start a business, and they give you a forgivable loan, $250,000. Here's another one: home repair, up to $125,000 income to get $30,000 for home repair. Dental care, up to $100,000 to get free dental care, crowns, root canals, things like that. Or how about $1,000 for heating costs with incomes up to $110,000? See, these programs are out there here. $50,000 down payment, another one, and if your income is $150,000. See, you have to search these programs. How do you do that? Well, one neat place is called findhelp.org. Put in findhelp.org, put in your zip code, 20009, put in my zip code, and put in what I need money for, maybe home repair. Put in home repair, and tick, 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 tick. It's okay. 227 programs. 227 programs. They all have different income requirements, okay? So if you need to repair your home, you have to start calling each one of those to see if you're eligible. Some you may be, some you may not. If they say no, you go another one. It's like looking for a date for a prom. If they tell you no, you go to another person, right? Finding a job. One says no, you go to another one. Same thing for getting grants, okay? And here's something to do to make sure you use your elected official. This is a sweet story of a woman who was helping her mom. This is heartbreaking. You know, she's 30. Her mother. This is a woman from Washington D.C. took a quick trip to Virginia to talk to her mother, and it was heartbreaking. She was 83 years old, and I want to help her, she says. I want her to be safe. I want her to be secure. My mother, my siblings want the same thing. My stepdad wants the same thing. She explained to the reporter here her mother had suffered 2 falls in the past few days while recovering from a broken shoulder due to a fall the night of her birthday. She said that although her stepfather lives with her mother, he cannot lift her up. A caregiver would be ideal, but the costs aren't, according to her. She needs somebody to help her take care of her medications, help her bathe, help her get appointments if she needs to go to the doctor, and she's a little bit confused. So I think there's something she really needs on a daily basis. But when there's $35 an hour and up, they can't afford that. Okay, what she did, she called her congressperson, okay? If you don't have disposable income of $5,000 to $10,000 a month, you can't care for your relative. She called her elected official, and you know that number is 202-224-3121, okay? And that's for federal government. So you have two senators and a congressman. Okay, here's the result. Here's what her congressman replied about her request for help for her mother. Our office takes all constituent inquiries and concerns very seriously, and our district team, people in the district where she lives, regularly updates the congressman on cases that they are working on. Our team is looking into Mrs. Hutchins' case, which they received on Wednesday, on behalf of her mother to determine the most efficient way to advocate for her. Assisting your senior community, assisting our senior community is very important to the congressman, and our entire team is evaluating the best course of action. So by one phone call to her elected official, she's able to get a team of people to solve that problem to get help for her mom. That's what I mean. We live in a country that 40% of it, 40% of our country is trying to love you and help you. 60% of the country, maybe they're doing that, but they want the money first. These people are just doing it because they're your neighbor, okay? So there's love out there if you call the right place. And a good place to start is your elected official. That and the other programs I have a free report. You could download this free report and you go to bit.ly/Lesko Top 10. Okay, bit.ly/Lesko.10. You have a listing of the top 10 best places to start to getting money and help that the government wants to give you because they love you. They really do. I mean, these are people helping people. That's what our country's about. Not all of it, but part of it. And that's what you have to know. So I have the elected, how to call that number for your elected official, and 10 other places you can make phone calls and have them research for you how to get free money and help. You don't have to pay me. This stuff is out there too for free. But if you want to pay me, what we have is it's a $20 subscription to LeskoHelp.com. And what we do there is we have 15,000 members now that help other members. We have members helping members because they found out about this program, they share it with you. And every day we have almost 3-4 hours of programming, live Zoom calls. You could join and ask your questions directly. So you can ask us 100 questions a day, every day if you like. It's only $20. Never upsell, nothing. And we also give out grants, over $50,000 every month, just to members. That's our profit. So we give our profit back to members in 4 different grants. So let us help you or help yourself. Download that report, bit.ly/Lesko Top 10.